Hello and welcome to another episode of my vlog. This is Rishad De Cruz, and this is a message to all my Goan brothers and sisters, those of you all who are living abroad, landlords, children of landlords. You all have properties, you all don't know what to do with them, you all are confused, um, you all are going through these issues with your brothers, your sisters, your cousins. Um, Someone wants to sell, someone is fighting, someone is arguing, or maybe some of you have inherited these beautiful homes and you all don't know how to maintain them because it's so expensive. Then reach out to me because I may be able to help. I'm connected to a lot of people who have the finances and the capacity and the willingness to resolve your problems. I too have been in your situation, and I think that unless we all get together and we start taking some action, the criminals will benefit, right? And I'll tell you why. Because I see all these large plots of land. Some of you all go abroad, and then who acquires the land? Some crook, some local, somebody who is hand in glove with somebody in the panchayat, somebody who's hand in glove with the talati, etc. And then you will see some encroachment happening, some religious structure being built, something getting made into a garbage site, somebody building in your access, right? These are the things that are happening. And y'all are actually sitting on a gold mine, but nobody is doing anything because you all are afraid to have conversations with each other, with your parents. The other thing I see is like sometimes parents have so much of land, properties, etc., but they don't want to give their children, and their children are really struggling, but the parents are sitting onto this asset. And I don't understand why you all are doing this to your kids, because it's really unfair. You all actually should do the subdivision while you all are alive, and give, say you all are 2 or 3 or 5 children, either you all sell the property and give it to the kids, give the shares equally to the kids, pay the taxes, so that in case something happens to you, the children don't fight. Because after you all are dead and gone, guess what's going to happen? The children are going to fight, and it's going to be your fault, right? So you need to consolidate your holdings. Okay. um, an interesting thing that I've noticed is that some want to sell, some don't want to sell, and that's how I started making my Instagram reels and videos, etc., right? But it always boils down to money. Egos are always there, but then it boils down to money. So in that regard, it's very difficult. Let's say there's 2 brothers and 1 sister. The brothers will say, oh, she's married, why should she get a share? Her husband is very rich, they are in Dubai, they don't need. And then the elder brother will try and acquire her share, and right. But fortunately we have a law, we have civil code, we have communion of assets, so we have many rules that protect all the siblings. Even if you are a sibling born out of wedlock, you still have a share. If you're adopted, you still have a share if you're adopted legally, right? So um, in these situations, lawyers, I'll tell you, are going to try and, at least most lawyers are going to try and prolong your cases. So if you go to a lawyer and say, oh, you know what, let's try and do a settlement, guess what? The same lawyers who are advising you and saying, yeah, we'll fight, we'll do this, we'll do that, will sit for a coffee or a drink in a bar and get into a long arrangement with your opposing lawyer, with your sister or your brother's lawyer, and they'll say, how can we extract as much money as possible from both our clients, right? The other thing is that sometimes a lawyer will try and, suppose now you have a property, you go to your lawyer and you say, I want 5 crores for my property. He may try and sell it to another, he may tell another lawyer, look, I've got this client who's got this property and these are the issues. That guy may raise an issue, raise an objection, and together they may try and figure out some way where your sale doesn't go through, but it goes through their client, and then there's some kickback in cash, etc. So these are the things that are actually happening. um, I've had scenarios where property has been clear for 100 years. Somebody comes to me with a paper saying before the Portuguese, before 115, 16 years ago, there was a sale deed. And I'm like, what? Give us 20 lakhs and we'll forget about the entire topic. So sometimes lawyers also are in cahoots with other lawyers to try and get the best out of your land. And I'm not saying all, but many are. So in these cases, what do you do? Who do you trust? You're sitting in London, you're sitting in Canada, you know you've got some land in Goa, you know you have a share. What do you do? Okay, so first of all, psychologically, you have to prepare yourself to have this conversation with whoever, your siblings, etc., and say, listen, guys, we are not doing anything with this land. We are living here. We've got children here. We don't see a future in Goa. Let's sell. Let's take the money. Keep your egos aside. Once that's done, then you can say, you're doing all the hard work. Whoever is doing all the hard work gets the lion's share. I'm sitting in Australia, my sister's sitting in Canada, and I have a brother in Goa who's doing all the running around. Guess what? He gets more. He should get more. Don't sit somewhere else in the world and expect to get equal share, right? Very important. As parents, or the older generation is, I don't know what it is, but they rather have that tag of a landlord or zamindar or bhatkar than sell. There's no shame in selling, absolutely no shame in selling, provided you sell to the right person. If you sell to someone who's going to put 1,000 flats, shame on you, right? You'll have a paisant for the rest of your life and your children's life. But if you sell to the right people, guess what? You're going to create amazing value financially for yourself, but also you will have great value for the people who come in. Maybe a villas will be built, or it will be plotted. Someone who needs a home will create something wonderful architecturally, and on and on and on, right? That's how it goes. That's how y'all ended up living in the houses that y'all grew up. Someone sold it at some point in history. So again, just very, very important to mentally, psychologically let go of all these properties that you have. I've also witnessed something quite interesting where, say there's 2 or 3 people, and say the sister gets a larger share by will. The sibling who's not got a larger share will challenge the will. Why? This just doesn't make sense. Why involve egos? She's getting a larger share because she's legally entitled to a larger share. So let her have her money, you have your money, keep it like that. Okay? We have something called communion of assets. So if you're born here, if you're married here, you're a Goan by origin, wife gets part of your share. That's a whole different thing, husband and wife, if you're divorced, whatever. But the point of the matter is that as a Goan, wherever you are in the world, one, put it out of your mind that selling your property is bad. What is bad is selling it to the wrong person. 2, make sure that you start these conversations with your brothers, your sisters, and your parents. Very important, right? And if you have resistance from one of them, do it in a comfortable way. Do it gently, right? If that doesn't work, then you also have the legal right to proceed with the subdivision, with the inventory, with the succession. You can do it. You can force it upon them. But I think you should, because if y'all don't benefit, that's your right, by the way. I know a lot of people, I don't want to have that conversation because my sister gets very angry, my brother-in-law gets very angry, my cousin gets very angry, right? Why? Have the conversation, and if the conversation doesn't produce any results, you push for it and make it happen. let the subdivision happen. Even if somebody wants to buy, they'll, and you have consensus in the family, the buyer can deposit that nasty person, whoever is rejecting it, whoever is not cooperating, their share in court. Okay, or somebody like me will get on board and speak to them, say, listen, suppose there's Peter, John and Mary, and Mary and John are want to sell. I'll speak to Peter and say, hey buddy, listen, this is your option, you have no choice, you've got to get on board with the rest of the two. So these are my thoughts. I know they are really uncomfortable truths, especially to some Goans, the egoistic ones, the ones who are actually level-headed, rational, who've been abroad, who've traveled, understand that there's no point hoarding all these properties, because the older you get, as time passes, yes, the values will definitely go up, but the problems that are going to happen is that either the land will be encroached upon, or it will be converted, or the access will be blocked, and you will say, no, 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 I'm going to keep it for my son, I'm going to keep it for my grandson, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Not going to happen. That son or daughter may end up getting married and leave, and all these properties will be lying like how you see across Goa. So have those conversations, start the paperwork, contact me. I will either help you get the paperwork in order, or I will help you find the right buyer. Of course, we will charge you a commission, right? We will charge you for the work that we do, but you get clear, honest service. We get the right people on board, you get your money on time, and we get the best chartered accountants to look at your taxes, whether you're an OCI, whether you're an Indian citizen. So everything A to Z is sorted. You just have to get onto the table and start the discussion with the family, get your papers in order, and then come to me. Even if your papers are not in order, we'll look at it for a fee. We'll try and resolve it. We'll try and get it in order. Find you a buyer, get the money into your accounts, get your taxes sorted out, so that you can use that money and enjoy yourselves, right? The second thing is that if you've got an old Goan house, you've got a large property, you've got an old Goan house here, come to us. We'll help you subdivide it. We'll build a villa for ourselves, which we will sell, and we will help you restore your house, so you get to live in a lovely house. You know, our old homes, many of the old homes, fantastic in the front, the deeper you go, the worse it gets, right? Dirty toilet, dirty kitchen, roof falling at the back, all water. So today it's 2024, you don't want to live like a pig anymore. You want to start living well, comfortably, hygienically. So let's do that. We can divide it for you. We'll of course, we need to make money, simply we can't do it, right? So we'll divide it, we'll build our villa, we'll give you some money for your savings, and we'll also help you restore your home or build a new home for you. That option is also available. If you've got a nice plot and you say, okay, no, I'm sentimentally attached to it, we are two brothers or two sisters or whatever, we want 2 or 3 villas in that place, we can go ahead and do that for you. You can earn rental income there. So there are many parameters that we are happy to work with you guys on. I'm Goan, I'm from Moira. Many of you know my mum. She was a fantastic piano teacher. She used to teach almost every 3 generations. When she passed away in Moira, we had 3 generations of children coming for her funeral. It was fantastic. So I got to meet so many beautiful people, and I realized the impact music makes on people's lives. And of course, I had the opportunity of going abroad and living in England and doing a corporate job, but I came back because I love Goa, and the only way I feel that I can save Goa is through real estate, actually, through saving the land. And I'm not the kind of guy who'll go hug a tree, but I'm the guy who will say, okay, I know you want to sell, I know you need money or you want to raise capital, but let's do it in a professional way, because I don't think we're going to get any help from governments or from things like that. So it's guys like you and me. You're a landlord, I'm an intermediary. I also build my own homes. So if I can afford it, I'll buy it, or my friends will buy it. Otherwise, I'll help you find someone who is considerate enough, sensible enough to do something wonderful, and I'll make sure that everything goes as per plan. Okay, so that's my bit. I hope you enjoy these videos. This was a video long in the making, but I'm glad I've made it. And take care. Mo gason tumka soglyang dio bore kono. Thank you very much for watching my videos. This is Rishad De Cruz. Goodbye.